I'm here with Stephen Rapundalo, Executive Director of MichBio. Stephen, several Ann Arbor biotech companies have been in the news lately, QuatRx Pharmaceuticals and NanoBio Corporation, for success in clinical trial results for their drug candidates. But the FDA is cutting down on companies and tightening regulations. Are you concerned that the FDA could stifle some of the innovation going on in Ann Arbor?
Well, that's always a possibility. You never know with the FDA. But at least with respect to these two particular companies, both have very seasoned experts on the regulatory side who are helping them shepherd their drug candidates through the FDA approval process. And of course, in both cases, those regulatory experts were former Park Davis management on the clinical trial side. So these folks have been around. They've been behind drugs like Lipitor and others that have been successfully marketed. So they know what they're doing. So I think on the regulatory side, those two companies should be fine. Really, it's all going to depend on the data that's generated by the trials themselves, rather than anything that the staff compiling the data is going to do.
QuatRx Pharmaceuticals in Ann Arbor said that they may be ready to file a new drug application for their top drug candidate by early next year, which would be a real impressive accomplishment. Can you kind of describe how significant that would be?
Well, I don't know if there's enough words to describe the significance. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, I think QuatRx has been around for about 9 years, and they've over that period of time have, I think, acquired 4 or 5 drug candidates, one of which they've taken essentially from IP stage forward. It's a long road to get approval. There's a lot of milestones, and they seem to have cleared pretty much all the hurdles. Attrition is very high in the early stages of clinical development. Clearly, QuatRx's drug candidate has managed to pass that. I think the worst stage. That's not to say that there isn't a chance that it still may fail, but I'd say they're probably 80-90% of the way there, and failing something sort of drastic, they should be in a very good position to be filing, as you said, next year, and hopefully gain approval to their first, what would be their first marketed drug.